We came to hike Poland's side of the Tatras and got caught in a thunderstorm halfway down the mountain. But even drenched, something about this place surprised us. This week we're hiking in one of Europe's most iconic mountain ranges, but this is only half the story. We're hiking both the Polish and Slovak sides of the Tatra Mountains to see which one delivers the better views, trails, and overall experience. In this video, we're starting in Poland, where we spent a few days exploring the most iconic and unexpected routes. The weather didn't always cooperate, but there's still so much to love here. All right, so we've left the big city of Krakow and we are headed south to the cute little Polish town called Zakopane. It's right on the Slovakian border and it's in the Tatra Mountains. Darren and Nina coming to you from the future.
So I'm currently editing the video that you're watching. You may have noticed that we left Krakow down to Zakopane, and you're not seeing Krakow. That's because at some point in the very recent past, files got lost from Poland. 3 destinations to be exact. I'm not going to share with you because it's not all hope is lost at this point. I have to get some professional help to see if we can retrieve files, but because they weren't backed up properly, and somehow maybe inadvertently were deleted, we lost 3 cities in Poland. So very hard lesson learned, very heartbroken truly that we don't have those cities right now. Hopefully they aren't lost completely. We won't know for a couple of months until we get home. So sad, but now we have to change sort of the protocols of how we save files, so it's gonna be saved daily as opposed to what I was doing. So
yeah, you know, it's hard for both of us. Not only was the time lost in terms of like being able to put that content out there. I mean, it was almost 3 weeks worth of content, but also from a very personal level, like Poland is the country with the most, I think, emotional significance for me, being a place that I have always wanted to visit, half my heritage is from. Like, it's really meaningful to me, and it was really meaningful for us to get to share our experiences in that beautiful country with you all. And I'm glad we at least still have Zakopane. It's something, but I'm just trying to remain really hopeful and optimistic that like that content is still there. But we really hope we get to share it with you all at some point. Because it's such a stunning country. It's got so much to offer. So we just wanted to let you know what was going on with that, and that we're not giving up. We're gonna try to find it.
on with the video.
That's right. The Tatras are a mountain range that goes from Poland and down into Slovakia. It's part of the Carpathian range. And they're beautiful. Like, we have wanted to go to this cute little town and explore the Tatras for a while now. And we wanted to kind of test things out, because the question is, which side is better of the Tatras? Is it the Polish side or the Slovakian side? So we're gonna go test that theory out and see which we think is maybe better for hiking and just overall activities and things like that. Welcome to our little alpine abode for the next 5 nights. I absolutely love this. It is so beautiful. Thank goodness for the bus. That's all I gotta say, because otherwise we'd be walking a long way from our parking spot.
Thank you, bye.
Dziękuję. Have a good day.
Bye.
So that is where we're headed. Yeah, so we see people up there. We're gonna go join them.
Yeah, so this is the, we're saying nozzle. I'm not sure if that's pronounced correctly.
That's how we keep hearing it pronounced, so hopefully it's right.
And it's more of a beginner trail sort of thing. It's not too long from what we say, and it's only about 1,000 feet elevation gain.
Considering I'm still really under the weather, Darren's like just starting to feel better. We just figured instead of doing a more challenging trail to begin with today, we kind of ease ourselves into it. We've got enough time here in the Tatras to like really be able to enjoy all the trails we want to. So.
And honestly, the more challenging part was just getting here this morning.
It was, okay, so lessons learned. I didn't film because I felt like it was probably not the best idea to film during the moment, but we got a traffic ticket today coming up here because we didn't know that you couldn't drive past a certain point. Like personal vehicles can't drive past a certain point. We don't know all the signs here in Poland. So unfortunately we didn't see there was a sign telling us that we couldn't enter at a certain point. We got pulled over. They were very nice to us and gave us the lowest fine possible. But had we
still $80.
Yeah, it was like still $80, but like it can go up to 5,000 zlota, which is over $1,000 US.
You know, it's a short trail. When you you got to pay a ticket to get into the national park, which is 11 zloty per person.
Which is roughly just under $3 per person,
Right.
US.
And it says 55 minutes up to that overlook. So it's not a long hike, not a very challenging hike, but it is a really pretty hike. So we made it all the way to the top, of course. And like I said, it's not a very challenging hike or a long hike, but it is a beautiful hike and a stunning view up here.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. You get these amazing views over the valley, the mountains. You can see the cable car going all the way up this other side. So you can take a cable car up over here. And there's some longer hikes on the other part of the mountains just across from us. And we might be doing some of those a little bit later on this week.
Yeah, I'd like to see if we can take the cable car up and then hike back down.
Oh yeah, yeah. I read that you can.
So that'd be cool because it's well above the tree line, about around, I don't know, close to 8,000 or over 8,000 feet. And then back down here, which is where we started, was around 3,000 feet. So that'd be a good hike.
Yeah, but this is really good, like especially if you're, you know, feeling a little bit tired or you don't want to do a super long hike, you just want something very easy, you know, short kind of day hike type deal. This is a fantastic option, I think. So there are brown bears living here in the Tatras, so you have to be bear aware always. Just headed to dinner and admiring the super cute Polish alpine architecture here. Love it.
So cute. Very unique, very different. I love it.
All right, so this morning we took the cable car up to the top of the mountain to do the Valley of the Lakes trail. Now this can be done typically over 2 days, but we've broken it in half and we're doing one section of it today. It takes about 6 to 7 hours and we have a big challenge today. What's that, Darren?
We're playing a risky game today because we're trying to beat a storm coming in from the west. And we have thunderstorms, you know, we've got warnings already, so, And we've already told our manager of our B&B was like, you need to text us when you get back safely.
She wants to know we're okay.
So we got to get moving.
We have a huge challenge and undertaking today, but we're really hoping that we can make it all the way back to the bottom where we picked the cable car up before the thunderstorms hit.
Yeah. Otherwise it's going to be a really good adventurous video. More than we want.
Maybe a little too much adventure. All right, Darren, let's go.
Another fun fact of our hike today is behind me is Poland, and in front of me is Slovakia. So all this down the valley is Slovakia.
Hey, Slovakia. It's supposed to be one of the prettiest hikes out here, so we had to do it.
And the clouds are rolling in. So as you can see, there's a narrow rock stairway all the way down, and I know we're gonna feel this one tomorrow. My legs aren't shaking yet, but
I'm just throwing out a number. I don't know, but it's what it feels like at this point.
Yeah, thousands of steps, and you got to pay attention, you know, because every step you're stepping on top of a rock.
Super uneven.
And they're just thrown down here and placed here for the trail, but they're not flat. You could turn an ankle very easily. Okay, so for now about 40 minutes of downhill rocky steps.
That was fun.
Yeah, and now we get to head back up to get to the lakes.
These views are epic. So we had to make the decision to go all the way up there in the hopes that the biggest lake is on the other side of it. We're taking a chance. We're going off the map that we have, but based on what we see, we think it'd be a shame not to at least try. So hopefully the big lake is on the other side.
So. It's quite the scramble across the rocks up here. So we finally made it up over the crack to the ridge line off one, so now we can see off one valley and into the other valley on the other side. And here's what we're looking at over here.
We found the big lake.
See, on the map it looks like you're walking next to the big lake, but the reality is it's 1,000 feet or more below us.
It's like way below. So upon further review, I feel like for me personally, this trail is a little too narrow and a little too sketch for me, just with my fear of heights and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna probably backtrack rather than going around the ridgeline over here and down.
Because if you've ever been around somebody who's freaked out on a trail, when it's heights involved, it's not a whole lot of fun for anybody. So I don't want to put her in that position, and I don't want her to be in that position, and you know, it's better if we backtrack and play it safe, and because we had a long hike to go still, so
yeah,
you know, we got several hours or more to get back.
You won't say it out loud, but I can tell you're not fine, 'cause I know you like that. I know you better.
And I almost feel like I hear thunder.
I feel like I've been hearing some thunder too. So we made a good choice. Made a really good choice.
How you bottle things up inside, but you don't have to be stuck.
So we're taking a break for some sandwiches.
Yeah,
because we're definitely hearing some thunder in the background. A little thunder, a little lightning.
Thunder and lightning!
Yeah, our accommodation's really sweet. They've been letting us make sandwiches from the breakfast spread and take it with us on our hikes, which is so sweet. So it's basically breakfast and lunch have been covered for the last couple days.
It's great.
Love it.
All the regrets and promises, all the ups, breakups, bumps in the road, we've been until we break.
The rain has started. Very light. We have a long way to go.
Rain's here.
What a difference a couple minutes makes. I literally took off a long sleeve light shirt because it was sunny, and that was 5 minutes ago.
Now everyone's putting their rain gear on. The good news is we're like 20 minutes away from the hut that's up here, so if we need to, we can try to like seek refuge there until like the worst of this passes.
So, yep, we thought we are completely soaked. Not our upper bodies, because obviously we have the raincoats on, but all the rain went down our pants and our legs and right into our boots. So it's squish, squish, squish every time we walk. The trails turn into a bit of a creek. And we're still probably 15 minutes away from the hut for some protection. The worst of it's past, obviously, but we got drenched. All right, we are soaked to the bone. Probably another 45 minutes till we get to where we loaded onto the tram. I'm not happy with my raincoat. I feel like I'm soaked inside my jacket. Still thundering and lightning. Still raining. And we're still walking.
And we're still walking, and we have absolutely no clue how much further we have to go. Like, I don't know, an hour ago it said we had about another hour, but everything is like wet and slippery, and so we're having to walk slower than normal, and my knee is killing me, so there's that. And so we're not sure like where this actually ends, like how much further we have to go.
We're going since about 10 o'clock. I don't even know what time it is right now.
I have no clue at this point. I don't want to bring my like phone out to like check the time because it's still kind of pouring right now. We made it!
Thank God, hallelujah!
So we survived yesterday, barely, and neither of us could walk when we got back. We were both so sore, we were drenched and so cold, and like literally everything, even in our bags, was completely soaked. So today we're drying everything out and giving our bodies a little bit of a break, and we're headed to a thermal bath. It's just slightly outside of town. Apparently there's several thermal baths in the area, but the one that we're headed to is supposed to be like one of the best ones, and they've got all kinds of stuff. It's almost like a water park, but also has like you know, saunas, hot tubs, infrared saunas, salt saunas, and then like healing waters, the way that they have, it's like brine water and sulfur water and stuff. It's supposed to be very therapeutic, so I plan on soaking in all of that and hanging out in the saunas, and maybe I'll feel well enough to do another hike tomorrow.
Yeah, because somehow, which we did not plan to do, we did over 12 miles yesterday.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
So we literally went from like a 2-mile hike the day before to 12 miles, like 0 to 100 in a day. It was absurd.
Yeah, we're paying for it today.
Yes, we are. So hopefully these waters are as healing as they say, and we'll be up for a good hike tomorrow. We can smell the sulfur from outside the building. Well, that was fun and relaxing.
Yeah, I feel like a new man.
Unfortunately, we couldn't do the brine or sulfur pools because they were doing maintenance out here. So, but we did do several saunas. We did the Finnish sauna, the infrared sauna, and the salt sauna. And then we topped everything off with the dip in the hot tub, seeing as how we couldn't do the funky pools and stuff like that. That was really nice. And like, honestly, it's really not very expensive considering we were given, what, over 4 hours to be there.
Yep.
It was like $32 per person for that.
Yep.
And for a few extra dollars, you could literally spend the entire day here.
Yeah, and when you go up to the upper floor spa area, you let it all hang it up there,
That's
baby.
right. It's a towel-only zone, which that is something we haven't really experienced before.
And apparently,
sounds different.
everybody up there is very comfortable with
That's
themselves.
right. But it's cool. There's multiple bars in here. There's restaurants and all kinds of stuff. So you could very easily spend a day, and it's just really nice to kind of get away from everything and take it easy. All right, so we're back in the saddle again after taking a much needed recovery day yesterday. We got some rest. We feel a lot better today, I think.
Our stuff is dry, finally.
Finally, it did take 2 days for everything to dry out. But we decided to do this really easy hike through the western Tatras, very close to the Slovakian border over here, through this really beautiful valley. It's supposed to be a fantastic, easy hike without a lot of elevation gain, and I think probably the perfect active recovery hike for today.
Yes, we're gonna go for a couple hours, maybe more, and if we feel like we're tired or whatever, we're just gonna turn around and come back, and then that's it for the rest of the time until we go to Slovakia.
That's right. So we're gonna listen to our bodies today, and luckily we won't be stranded in the middle of a mountain with absolutely no other way to get down, but keep going.
You know, we've had a really good mix of small towns, big cities, ocean views, and mountain views now.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And I gotta give you props because we really have a really diverse sort of portfolio of what we've been seeing and doing.
Thank you.
It's been really great.
Thank you. Well, you know, when we started talking about doing this, like, I was trying to plot out like how we would keep things different and interesting and get to see a really wide variety of things and places, and I'm really glad that I was able to deliver.
Yeah.
You never really know. Something seems like a good idea in your head and you don't know how it's going to turn out. But being in this moment, like, I don't have any disappointments in anything we've done so far.
Yeah, we hope you guys like it. You know, we're trying to do this, you know, it's an experience for us, but we want you all to like it as well. You know, and you guys subscribing and watching and commenting really keeps us motivated to continue to work hard and produce and find these amazing places. So hopefully you'll continue to support us and subscribe.
Yes, thank you for sharing all the love with us that you have so far, and we hope you continue to, because we have some incredible places yet to come, and I think everything is just going to keep getting better and better and better over time.
We officially found the hut. A couple hours. We're gonna check this place out. I think you can get lunch here and a few things. We brought our lunch. But now we know where all the bikers went.
So from where we parked our car to this hut was 5 miles. Most of the first mile and a half was that paved road. So if you don't walk that portion, you're obviously going to lop a good part of the hike off. But
Which I would probably do.
I think so too. Yeah, like this piece of the trail portion is definitely the best part. So, like, you know, if you want something that's, you know, a little bit shorter distance, I think taking the trolley or bike or something like that most of that way is a much better option than walking the whole thing. So we made it to the end of the unpaved road.
And as Nita said, ha, paved.
Paved. I'm really excited because I'm definitely ready for the trolley to take me back to, well, close to where we parked. But it's about 2.5 miles from where the pavement ends to the hut. So you're looking at 5 miles round trip if you choose to trolley it. You're like lopping off half the distance
Yeah, so our
of
little,
the hike.
our little relaxing hike turned out to be, I don't know, half a marathon today.
Oops. Our ride's here.
And we didn't even wait 2 minutes.
We literally couldn't have planned that better if we tried. Okay, that was worth every penny we spent on it. What do you think, Darren?
100%.
So something that we haven't had yet since we've been in Poland that I have been dying to have. Somehow we've missed it in every city we've been in. It's our last day here. We bought some paczkis, which basically a paczki is just a Polish donut. And of course they have different fillings and things like that. We got one of the more traditional ones, which is a raspberry filling. It's hard to choose. Darren, do the honors.
All right. Very tasty donut. I haven't got the raspberry yet.
But the doughy part of the donut's good?
So good. It's a donut. It's a little glaze on it. Very tasty.
There's the raspberry. My turn.
Nobody gives you the raspberry.
There's only one man who would dare give me the raspberry.
There are communities in America with Polish bakeries, and paczkis are abundant. Atlanta is not one of those places, so I don't get to have these very often. Oh, delicious. So we are currently shopping for raincoats. I was able to replace mine. Darren's trying to replace his too, because as you know, our coats kind of failed on us the other day when we were in the downpour. So you got yourself a jacket, huh?
Success.
Well, the verdict is in. Zakopane is a very cute little town.
Yeah, it's very, the vibe's really great. There's a lot going on. You know, got the mountains in the background. It's a lot of fun.
It is. Tons of shops, tons and tons of restaurants, tons of bakeries, and kind of all of our favorite things.
Yeah.
So now, off to find our final dinner in Poland. All right, so your final meal in Poland, what'd you go with?
Meat pierogi.
Shocking. And it's some really good soup too. That
Yeah, I had a chicken and beef broth soup with noodles. Very good.
I've loved all the other berry pierogies that I've had in the other places, but I have to say, I think this is my favorite. It was really good. I hate moving day. It's always sad to leave a good place.
And this boat anchor we got to lug around.
You be nice to my bag. I know, it's heavy.
Why did you call me up?
Poland surprised us in the best way, even in the storm. But wait until you see what we found in Slovakia.
How